He parked in front of our garage and swore at my wife and mother-in-law, so I helped him apply for jobs. I live in downtown Vancouver, and our apartment garage opens right into this alley next to a liquor store. People block us in constantly, like all the time. We've gotten into so many fights with random people who just don't care that they're parking in front of someone's actual home. This happened a few years ago when my mother-in-law was visiting from across the country. It was like 8 or 9 at night, and we were trying to get home after showing her around the city all day. We pull up to our garage, and there's this guy parked right in front of our door, completely blocking it. His car is running, and we can see him inside the liquor store through the window. We waited in our car figuring he'd be quick. He comes out a few minutes later with a bag, sees us sitting there waiting, and makes this snotty comment we can't quite hear, then gets in his car. Cool, we think. He's leaving. But no, this dude opens a beer, takes a long drink, and just stares at us laughing. I'm sitting there with my fiance and her mom in the car completely confused. Like, is this guy serious right now? So I get out and walk over to his window. I was being super polite because I didn't want to cause a scene in front of my future mother-in-law. I knocked on his window and said, "Hey man, can you please move? You're blocking our garage and we just want to get inside." He rolls down his window and goes, "Go screw yourself, I'll do what I want." I tried explaining again that this was literally our home and he was parked in front of our garage door. He wasn't in a parking spot, he was blocking our entrance. The guy gets out of his car and gets right in my face, like so close I can smell the beer on his breath. I'm still trying to stay calm, asking him to just get back in his car and leave. Then he starts pushing me, actually putting his hands on my chest and shoving me backwards. That's when I called the cops. While I'm on the phone with the police, this dude puts his face literally centimeters from mine. I step back and put my arm out to keep distance between us. He walks into my arm on purpose and starts screaming that I'm assaulting him. He's yelling into the air about how he needs police help because I'm attacking him. The best part was I was still on the phone with the police dispatcher the whole time. They heard everything. Because we're downtown, the cops showed up in like 1 minute. As soon as the police car pulled up, this guy completely changed. His whole attitude did a 180. He starts telling them this sob story about how I approached his vehicle and threatened him for no reason. Luckily, my fiance and mother-in-law were still sitting in our car and told the police exactly what happened. Plus, he was parked illegally right in front of our garage. The cops took our side immediately and told him to leave. As he's getting back in his car, one of the officers notices an open beer can in his cup holder. They immediately pull him back out and make him do a breathalyzer test. But this guy was smart. He'd already finished the beer before getting out, so he claims he found the empty can on the street and was bringing it in for the 5-cent deposit. His blood alcohol was below the legal limit, so they couldn't charge him with anything. The police waited until he drove away. But right before he left, he threw his business card out the window at me. He goes, "You don't even know who you're messing with," then drives off. I picked up the card and just stared at it. I had no idea what I was going to do, but I knew I was doing something. The next day, I looked him up online. Turns out he was a freelance graphic designer with his own website, and on that website was his portfolio, his contact info, and his full resume as a downloadable PDF. I downloaded that resume and got to work. I started applying for jobs using his real name, real phone number, and real address. Every McDonald's in Vancouver, every Starbucks, grocery stores, movie theaters, fast food places, gas stations, any minimum wage job with a quick application process. I must have applied to over 80 jobs for him, all using his actual information and professional graphic designer resume. I did this for like 3 weeks straight. Whenever I had free time, I'd find more places hiring and submit his application. The guy had a degree in design and years of experience, so he was definitely overqualified for all these jobs. A few months later, I checked his website to maybe start the whole process again because I was still mad about how he acted in front of my family, but his website was completely gone, either taken down or moved to a new URL that I couldn't find. I never got to see his reaction when he started getting calls, but I like to imagine him answering his phone all excited thinking it's a potential design client, only to hear, "Hi, is this Christopher? We got your application for the overnight shift at McDonald's and we'd love to set up an interview."